Before you go further, let's look into some more practical examples of if then and if then else statements. So, for example, let's say I'm going to write a program to check if a number is even or not. So, I have created this some of the files like even.java, largest of 2.java, even or odd.java. So, I have them what the class and the starting point. I have it ready so that we can save time while doing this. So now what I'll do, I will have one number, let's say int num equal to say 10. Now what I want to do is I want to check if this number is even or not. So how do you know whether a number is even or not? We know that when any number which is divisible by 2 is even. So mod 2, if the remainder is 0, then we can consider that number as an even number. So I'll make use of the if statement. So I'll say if num mod 2, if it is equal to 0, so then I can say that this is an even number. Let's say I will say num is even. So that's it. So if I compile and execute this now, let's say java c even dot java java space even. So you can see that 10 is even. Whereas if it is let's say 11, obviously 11 is not the even number. So what would happen now? There's no output. So how do we handle with this? In this case, if you want to take the negative aspect of that, we have to go for if then else statement. So for example, I have created another program here. So same thing I will copy. It's exact same thing. Just a small modification I will do. So that is, I will add else block. Else, I'll say num plus is odd. Say for example even or odd. So this is an example for if then else. And remember this, here there's only one statement. So floor brace is optional. You can give or is not necessary to give. Same way, even in the else block, if block, as well as in the else block, there is no more than one statement. So again, floor braces are optional. So let me compile this and execute. That is java c even or odd, java even or odd. So now we can see that we are getting the output of the else block. Now I have written one more example. Let's say largest of 2. So if then else, again example for if then else. So let's say if I have int num1 equal to 10 and int num2 equal to 20. We know that one num2 is having the higher value, that is greater, but we want to write a program for that using if and else condition. So if num1 is greater than num2, then what we can do, we can say num1 is greater. Now I'll add the else block. So that is else println num2 is greater, obviously. So if num1 is greater, then we say num1 is greater, else obviously the num2 is greater. So let me compile and execute this program also. Java c largest of 2 java largest of 2, sorry, largest of 2. So num2 is greater. So these are the simple examples for if and if then else statements. In the next lesson, we are going to look into nested if, followed by we'll look into if and followed by else if.